Welcome back everyone, 𝘱𝘬𝘬𝘳𝘗𝑧 here, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over how I just upgraded my NEXO.io account to the platinum level. I've been talking about doing this for a while, and I finally pulled the trigger and thought the timing was right to do it. So I'm going to be getting into those details today, letting you know some things I learned along the way, and things that should also maybe save you some time and money if you're also considering buying NEXO tokens to upgrade your account. All right, so here it is right here, my current platinum level on NEXO. Now 10% of my NEXO account is dedicated to NEXO tokens. One thing to consider is that if the price of Bitcoin goes up, there can become a different balance of my NEXO portfolio. And over time, I may need to actually add more NEXO coins. But what I did to prevent that from happening is that I am earning my interest in NEXO tokens so that that doesn't happen. I also believe that NEXO is going to outperform Bitcoin in the next 6 months. So that's why I did that as well. One thing to take into consideration when it comes to the NEXO token is that people really won't be selling all that often as other coins because they want to make sure that they get, if they're taking out loans, the lowest interest rate of 5.9% here, or they want to be making the highest percentage rate. So let me go ahead and show you the transactions that I made in order to get to that level. So initially I had moved about 65,000 USDC into my NEXO account. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to purchase NEXO tokens with my USDC. What I quickly learned in the process was that that was not going to be an option. There is the exchange feature within the NEXO account. And I wanted to swap between basically my USDC to get NEXO tokens, but there are only 3 options of coins that you can use to purchase NEXO: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether. So I had actually paid obviously the fees to move my USDC into the NEXO account, and I was a little bit frustrated, but I should have looked ahead of time to see if that was an option. I just assumed it was going to be an option, but that was not the case. So what I ended up doing was purchasing NEXO with my Bitcoin that I had in the account. So you can see my first transaction here, I spent 0.87 Bitcoin and I received just over 18,000 NEXO tokens. That still didn't get me to the amount that I needed to reach platinum level. I'm not really sure why, but when I was on the exchange, the maximum amount they would let me use of my Bitcoin to purchase NEXO was 0.87, even though I had almost 3 Bitcoin available in my NEXO account. So shortly after that, I had also some Tether that I moved from Kraken over to NEXO, a very small amount, 143.58 of Tether, and I purchased just over 52 NEXO. Obviously, I was just trying to get rid of my Tether. That didn't quite take me to it. So then I spent 0.4 Bitcoin and I got an additional 8,400 NEXO tokens. I think I only needed like just under 7,000. So I bought an additional 1,500 for 2 reasons, so that I am always gave myself basically a bit of a gap so that if Bitcoin goes up significantly and NEXO doesn't for a short period of time, I will not be downgraded to platinum, because it's always possible that you could be downgraded. And then what I did was, because I could not exchange my USDC for NEXO, I went ahead and I sent over my USDC back to Coinbase, and I actually purchased 0.4 Bitcoin because I wanted to basically keep my Bitcoin, and so I just repurchased Bitcoin somewhere else, and then I used my Bitcoin on here to purchase NEXO. So you can see here, these are my balances. I have almost 31,000 NEXO tokens. They are currently worth approximately $85,000, and this is a credit line associated with them. There's a lot of moving parts when it comes to NEXO, and it actually takes a little bit of time to know all the details when it comes to this platform. But what I can tell you is this. I purchased these 18,000 NEXO tokens on March 29th, okay? As of yesterday, March 31st, I received 0 interest on those tokens. I'm not sure if it takes a couple days, but since I have clicked the dividend button, What it seems is that I am not receiving any interest daily from the NEXO tokens, and I'm going to be getting that dividend when it comes around, which many people are anticipating to happen over the summer. That was not clear to me initially. I thought that those NEXO tokens were going to be earning interest, but as you can see here, I am only earning interest on my link and my Bitcoin, and that's because right now a lot of my crypto in this account is being used as collateral. You can also see here that yesterday at about 9 a.m. March 31st, I moved 65,000 USDC back into my NEXO account for one main reason. I am not ready to deploy those funds to buy more crypto, but when it comes to Platinum, I now have 5 free withdrawals. So it wouldn't make sense for me to be going back and forth, moving my USDC in and out, but what I can say is this: the fee to move 65,000 was approximately 7 USDC. And I calculated that my USDC is going to be earning between $17 and $19, so it would ultimately take just 1 day to recoup those fees. And I also have 5 free withdrawals every month, so that also gives me a little bit of leeway when it comes to sending my USDC back to an exchange. But then there might also be the option if I want to sell something, or I might be able, let's see, if I want to pay with USDC, yeah, I don't think that I could swap USDC. Actually, if I pay with USDC, I can actually receive Bitcoin here. So let's just say, okay, so technically, actually, I can use my USDC and purchase Bitcoin within the NEXO account. Let's say, for example, I want to compare this. I want to compare this to Coinbase Pro and Coinbase Pro prices. So right now, you can say Bitcoin is like 59,000. So let's go ahead and go back over here and type in 59,000. Let's see, the amount must be less than 50,000. So the transaction has to be less than 50,000. Let's see. So I'd be getting 0.84 Bitcoin with $50,000. And if I did that buy order for 50,000 on Coinbase, I'd be getting 0.8457. So yeah, let's see, 0.0057. Let's see what the difference is. 0.0057 times the price of Bitcoin, which is 59,000, which about a third, like $336 with the current price of Bitcoin. So I still may probably want to transfer my coins out because I get the lowest rate possible on Coinbase Pro because of my 30-day volume. So there's the update there. I am now Platinum level. I can withdraw 5 times with 0 fee. My stable coins will earn up to 12% if I'm earning in NEXO. If I'm earning in that coin, then it'd be 10%. And same thing with, my Bitcoin, 5% plus the 2% on the dividend, and fiat currency 6% plus the 2% if I do the dividend option as well. So that is my update there on upgrading to Platinum. I'm excited about this because also I was able to cut down basically my interest that I have to pay nearly in half. You could see here that back on March 29th, I was paying nearly $100 in interest. And this is also something you want to keep in mind. The interest that you're paying to NEXO, if you're not paying down, you are actually compounding. The interest compounds every day, just like the interest they pay you compounds. The interest that you have to pay them also compounds. So it was basically going up like about 3 cents a day. So you can see right here on the 28th, it was $99.94. And then the next day it went up 3 cents to 97. And you could see here, so when I upgraded, I went from basically, went to gold. Before I hit Platinum, I had 1 day of being in the gold category, which dropped it down to 81.65. And you can now see here that my interest, now that I am gold level, is 54.14. And once I start getting paid on the USDC, the interest there, then it's going to sort of kind of like offset to where I'm like break even, because you can see here that I'm already getting, like yesterday I earned approximately $25.50. And so once I get the USDC, then I'll be paying very, very low interest once I take the interest and that I'm paying versus the interest that I'm earning. And so that's all I have for you today. Go ahead and check out my link down below. There's a NEXO credit card coming out, and if you'd like, you can use my link to sign up. And if you use my link, then I get the card sooner, so I could do a review on it sooner. And if you're interested in other cryptocurrency credit cards like the BlockFi one, you can find my link down below to sign up for BlockFi as well as sign up for the credit card. There's 2 separate links because there's 2 separate ways to sign up for those things. And that's all I have for you today. As always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.